Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 29 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Eric Tolato. Joining me today is Christian Tolato.
Welcome.
In the studio tonight is the Doge.
Because people are over.
Yeah, and she might make noise, so, you know.
Just beware.
There we go. Right. Christian! One Piece week. What the fuck? I feel like we got to Wano. Everyone's like, where's Wano?
We're here.
And then people are like, but where's Reverie? Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts on this prediction that came true 30 episodes ago?
I mean, the fan base is fickle. They just want to see fights.
They are fickle.
Where's the spectacle? Where is it? I don't see it.
Some people say too fast, too slow. But
Classic complaints.
I've been enjoying it, you know? We're just setting up the pieces.
One Piece community seems dormant right now.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to pop off.
In hibernation.
Now,
Christian and I can see the theories building, but others can't.
No, the theory is building. That's waiting for more info. But next week, apparently hype.
Apparently, the secret
formula riddle
will be revealed.
I
don't fucking know, Christian.
What is it? Who cares?
I am bracing for absolutely nothing. Thoughts?
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to... That's probably
what was going to happen.
It's probably the best way to do things.
Be like Luffy's on the cover of Jump. That was the secret answer the whole time.
Are we going to get another colour spread as well?
Probably.
I think there's 2 in a row, so that might...
I think I'm just going on break.
We're definitely going on break next week, no doubt about it.
100%.
Don't even remember what happened in the anime episode.
You know, forgettable episode.
I don't think anything happened.
Germa filler.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
Big Mum doing things.
Christian, we got a chapter this week. Excellent.
We do.
We're moving the pace of the arc at a pretty good speed. Not too much yet, but we'll get to it.
I mean, we get a little bit of yapping this week.
Yeah. Shall we move into the chapter?
Let's go.
Do you want to say anything else?
No, let's go.
Alright. 9/11. Let's go. Christian, what the fuck's up with this chapter?
Adventure in the land of the samurai.
Here we are, Wano country. Yes.
Carlsbad.
Straw hats, shopping
in the city. Fucking around.
Luffy's trying to catch his food off a cat or something, was it?
Yeah.
Good reaction piece from Oda, very kinetic.
Very kinetic.
I like it.
No, I don't know, it's kind of like an average colour spread.
It's whatever.
It's like just a classic colour spread, nothing cool going on.
There's no secret numbers where people can make theory baits off.
No dynamic angles, pretty flat, pretty straightforward. Nothing really talk about, it's fine. A lot of white.
No Olympus this week, sad times.
I know, I wanted to see what was happening with Olympus.
Those kids are poor.
Will the Olympus cover story end? Find out next week.
Hot take, the Olympus story will pay off shortly.
That's not a hot take. That's just a regular take.
That's a hot take, because people think this is pointless, Christian. Remember when Jinbei's poneglyph search was pointless?
It's still pointless at this point.
No.
We didn't find jack shit about it. Robin wasn't even in the arc.
Yeah.
So we will find info about it. But not now.
When do we expect Robin to read the Brook's poneglyphs?
When they all meet up.
Halfway through the arc, when Luffy stops fucking around?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Alright. So, first page. The baboon and the dog are fighting.
Yes.
Okay. And, you know, it's shenanigans. Luffy's like, don't touch my ship. And then...
Don't touch a ship.
We move into the flashback, where Luffy recaps how we got here.
Yes.
Did we need this?
No.
No. It doesn't matter how Luffy got here.
Christian's kind of upset about what happened.
I get what it is. It's a plot device. I get it, but it makes no sense.
It's almost like he didn't even need to do it.
He didn't.
It'd be better if it wasn't even in there. But I think it's important to telegraph how far away we're going to be from Sanji and the crew.
Sanji... So apparently they get stuck in this whirlpool. Sanji takes Carrot and Nami and Chopper with him.
Yes.
with Luffy's help because Chopper is too heavy for Sanji to skywalk with.
Where's Brook?
That's another question.
Running on the water, I guess.
Where's Brook? He's just running along the whirlpool. Where's Brook? No one knows.
Okay.
Alright? So, questions immediately arise. Why can't Sanji lift 200 kilos with his skywalk? Negative strength feat.
Okay.
Negative strength feat.
Do you think it's a meme like he won't carry Brook because he's not a woman?
Or Chopper, he denies Chopper.
No, not Brook, yeah, Chopper, yeah.
Denies Chopper for reasons that he's too heavy. Could be a meme, but still, does still need Luffy's help, so it's not a meme.
Yeah.
So, Fukuro,
yes,
in Water 7, struggling with Frankie on his leg. But we know Frankie's made of iron and at least weighs 200 kilos.
Paper art?
What does that have to do with that? Anything?
It doesn't make people
No.
I don't know. Just trying to. But he's a master of the Skywalk, Fukuro.
Negative strength feat for Sanji.
Fukuro, master of the Skywalk.
Negative strength feat for Sanji.
Okay.
So, people want to bring up strength feats. Negative strength feat for Sanji. Because Oda had to show us how the situation went down.
How many panels is it? How many pages is this? Section?
1.
We could have not had this and had Luffy move the ship instead of cutting that.
But it's so weird. Like, why is this here? It just... Alright, Sanji escapes.
Is it to telegraph that Sanji and the rest of them are together? So it's not like we think they're all segmented?
Yeah, but Brook is not there as well.
But we assume Brook's with them as well. I don't know.
How? A lot of questions that will be answered later.
Do we think, we've been talking about the Kabuki theme and shit.
Yeah.
And we find out this chapter that headliners are a thing. We already kind of knew the headliners are
We'll get to it, but I just want to go down this list of transgressions I have in this flashback.
Okay.
The octopus holds Luffy down. The man that can push two apartment buildings apart. The man that can fold in Dressrosa.
Mm.
How does this octopus do this? Plot reasons, that's why. There's no other explanation.
What does it deal with this octopus?
See, the octopus is not a master plan. It's not, he's angry, he's not an enemy. The octopus is crying. You can see it in the panel.
Mm.
He's distraught. So it's an emotional reaction.
Yes.
The octopus is like, no, save me, stay with me. It's not like, this is the secret entry to Wano, you should stay here. Because the octopus is freaking out.
But in the grand theme of things, right? Grand scheme, what is the point of this octopus?
Probably just to separate Luffy from the crew.
So he doesn't have any other role in the story?
Maybe, who knows?
I feel they've already got a nickname for him though, I guess.
Octo, he'll probably appear like
Isn't it Octo with 6...
Yeah, it's Octo. It's Octo. So...
Because of Kabuki shit.
I imagine he will appear like the Dugons did randomly.
the Kung Fu Dugons?
Yeah. I imagine he'll appear randomly.
Sure.
So when Brook already talked about, why is Luffy so willing to abandon the Sunny?
I think it comes down to Luffy's been in this situation before and he knows the Sunny will be okay. It's not like he's the Sunny's doomed. Farewell, Sunny. He's we'll come back for you.
But he knows what a whirlpool does. It drags things to the bottom of the ocean. And the Sunny's upset by this.
Sunny's shocked at the situation.
Also, Luffy has the lifting strength to pick up the ship and fly away with it.
What do you mean by fly away?
With Gear 4.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
I don't know if Luffy's flying...
He destroys Dressrosa with a King Kong gun and Gear 4.
But how
Can't pick up a ship and fly away.
But how good's the flying mechanism? Similar to Sanji, how good is this flying mechanism? Compared to his strength mechanism. It makes sense.
Why doesn't Sanji just kick the ship if he's so strong? Kick the ship out of the water.
These are the questions, Christian.
Kick the ship out of the whirlpool. It's just a plot device.
Like,
That doesn't need to be here, and it angers me. Why?
Luffy could have grabbed the mask and Gum Gum Rocket off one of the mountains. There's many ways.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any coalesce or whatever, but, like, that's not the only way we could have gotten out of this.
I'm sure Sanji could kick the ship out of the whirlpool. Luffy could, like, bazooka it out of the whirlpool.
This flashback's completely unnecessary and makes the situation worse.
Yeah, it just annoys people.
Like, it doesn't need to be there.
Doesn't need to be here, and it's just a plot device. Why? Let's move on. Because
it's just completely unnecessary. I don't understand why it's there.
It's just there so we can have a cheap cliffhanger last week, which wasn't even that good. Why don't you show this in real time if you're gonna do it like this?
But it wasn't even a cliffhanger. We didn't sit there going, "Oh, I had Luffy and should escape."
Exactly. It's weird. See, this flashback, what happened, is normally used for like a big reveal or for like a different perspective on the situation.
Let's work through the result, right? Luffy wakes up and his Vivre card's lost. How did Luffy lose his Vivre card? That's one way. That's one reason why this is here. Right?
Yeah, I understand why it happened.
Two,
how it happened
could
is
be
stupid.
giving the octopus some semblance of character.
Is this
Three,
octopus relevant?
I think he's relevant. I don't know. It's just a weird flashback. It'll become either completely irrelevant or relevant in the future.
So we find out.
We don't know at the moment.
So
it's weird.
We find out, Luffy loses his Vivre card of himself for reasons. Now, apparently no one knows what this is about because there's a debate out there that there's like a Vivre card that points to the other Vivre cards, but that's not really how they work. It connects to the person's soul, but then like, why did Luffy lose his own Vivre card?
Why does Luffy have his own Vivre card?
Why does Luffy have his own Vivre card? Maybe he loses it so someone picks it up and they can track Luffy. Possibility.
Do you think the reason why I could like think about why he has the Vivre card in his straw hat is if he loses it, he can find it to track the Vivre card in that hat, but that's not how the Vivre card works.
It would track Luffy, right?
Yeah, it tracks Luffy.
So if someone finds it, they can find Luffy.
I guess.
But how would they know whose Vivre card that is? It's a mystery, alright? We'll find out eventually.
Clearly, they're gonna try... Sanji and shit are gonna try and follow the Vivre card. And it's gonna be in the ocean.
But that's not how it works.
But I know that's not how it works, but that's the point, right? That's the assumed point of Luffy losing the Vivre card. So he can't be traced.
But we know that's not how that works.
I know, but like, isn't that the intention of him losing it?
No.
What's the intention of him losing it?
Someone finding him. So, because the Vivre card would track his location,
So
right?
someone picks up the Vivre card and
they can track Luffy.
Track him.
Yeah.
But why
maybe it's Kaido, maybe it's...
But why does he have the Vivre card in his hat to begin with?
Other possibility, it's Rayleigh's Vivre card, but... Why is that important? Why is someone going to track Rayleigh and then Rayleigh's involved in Wano? Like... What?
Very confusing.
Very confusing.
Opening that will reveal itself and the purpose later on.
Alright, now on to the good things about this chapter. Alright? Kaido's men have someone in a sack. She mentions the Kazuki clan, which is a huge crime in Wano.
Yes.
Very repressive, suppressive government. Doesn't want you talking about,
The Kazuki.
The Kazuki. Kaido's goons run into Luffy. They are talking to a headliner. This goes against the card-based rank system everyone assumed.
Yes. Now, we're here
King
at the headlines.
and Queen looking a bit suspicious.
I think the headliners have to do with the Kabuki theme.
Because I read a theory about how Jack is some sort of...
Well, didn't we already know that
Jack's...
Sheep's Head was already a headliner? Wasn't that his title? Because I've heard people say that. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. I can't remember. But I read this theory where, like, Jack's name in Japanese is, like, a pun on some kabuki thing. So, King and Queen kind of losing credence.
I never really bought King and Queen because it'd have to be, a female calamity.
But then Jim Rummy and Sheep's Head is a card game.
Wasn't Jack linked to Jack Black?
Or the Jack in the deck of cards.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is Jack Black? What are you talking about?
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Yes.
Or Jack Black,
the
singer/actor.
Anyway.
Right.
So just on these headliners, right?
Yeah.
We're going to assume that Apu's a headliner as well. That's 2 performers that are headliners.
It's a rank.
Yes, but specifically the title of headliner is a choice. Do you think it has anything linked to a stage?
I don't think Sheep's Head is a headliner because he's under.
Yeah, but let's assume that Apu is also a headliner, right?
Yeah.
That's a magician, and that's a musician.
All right.
As headliners, right?
Yeah.
Brook, unknown where he is. Could he end up in some kind of situation where he becomes a side act, show thing?
I think you're looking a bit too deep into this.
Okay.
I think it's just a rank. I don't think it has to do with performing.
We'll see.
Arts. I think it's just a rank.
It'd be very Oda. What if there's a musical in this arc with Kaido?
We already did that.
But what if Kaido does it?
But we already did that.
What if Kaido does a musical number with Big Mom, like a sonnet with Big Mom and Kaido, talk about how they hate each other and their history, going back and forth while singing.
It's okay if he's drunk. Because then
write that down, ladies and gentlemen.
We've already done it though. Like, why do we need it again? We've already done
when Big Mom comes into the arc.
Yeah, but we've already done the music. We don't need another musical arc.
All Edge Masters will be very upset.
But the goofy Kaido is already going to come with the drunken Kaido.
Yes.
So Kaido's already going to be goofy. So there's that. Alright, so, Luffy uses Future Sight.
Yeah.
Hits the guy before he can shoot.
I mean, apparently.
Yes, this is Future Sight.
Okay.
100% Future Sight. Where else have we seen this? Katakuri, that's it. That's it.
What do you mean?
We have never seen this outside of Katakuri.
What did Katakuri do?
Predict things before they happened.
People argue that Luffy sensed him and then punched him. That's what people argue. Because they don't want to accept it yet.
But you have to sense the intent. And they attack didn't go off yet. Anyway, Luffy has a Haki upgrade here. Clearly.
He dodged the sniper bullets from Flampe. And the other snipers in the Katakuri fight as well.
Yeah, after he unlocked Future Sight.
Before as well.
No. He got hit. Got drilled.
Yeah, but there were snipers shooting at him. As well.
Yeah, but he dodged the shot.
Yeah.
He didn't attack them before the shot went off.
Okay.
That's a different story.
People argue that they're loud. There's a lot of arguments out there that this isn't
Future Sight. Or at least an upgraded observation haki from Luffy.
Oh, just make it clear for us, so we don't have to talk about this.
Because it's not like Sanji dodges Katakuri's attack before it goes off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm. It's not like...
This is the thing. People who argue that Luffy doesn't have Future Sight can't tell me how they were talking to each other in the future in the fight.
Exactly.
So...
They're talking in future speak. So
they're finishing each other's sentences and no one can answer me.
This is clearly Future Sight. Luffy then kicks the lizard's head into the guy with the gun and then explodes.
Yeah.
A little bit of a weird action panel. Pretty hard to follow.
There's
a lot of things happening in one panel.
There's no connection between Luffy's first hit and the foot coming in.
If there was a small panel of the foot coming in,
we needed another step. There needed to be another step panel.
Yeah, of like the foot coming in or some shit. Because
him cocking back, or even just a wide shot of showing the relationship between where all the characters are.
Yeah,
a little bit of rush combat in this section.
Luffy uses King's Haki on the baboon, calming him down.
Shanks style.
Shanks style indeed. Alright, Otama is introduced. Alright, so what do you want to say about Otama?
Otama! Ladies and gentlemen, little girl giving exposition. Here we are.
Start of an arc.
It is.
Some would say expected. So
related to the Kazuki, not really. So yes, but no.
I don't think she's part of the clan.
She says you wait and see until the Kazuki come back.
I think she's a supporter of the Kazuki clan. I don't think she's part of it.
Not necessarily part, but either or, it doesn't really matter.
Otama gives the baboon a dumpling. A millet dumpling, specifically.
Not mochi.
A millet dumpling. So it's not a copy of Katakuri's fruit. She has some sort of dumpling fruit.
Yes.
A kibi dango.
Now, Christian, what did you find for the good people?
Alright, a little bit trippy here. A kibi dumpling is a Japanese dumpling made from meal or flour of the kibi. Millet grain.
Brought up later this year in
the treat.
Yep.
The treat was used by folk hero Momotaro to recruit 3 beastly retainers in the commonly known version of the tale. So
we have 2.
Expect a third. So this is a reference to Momotaro.
Do these dumplings have the property to tame these beasts, or does food tame animals because it's one piece?
Luffy says you have an interesting ability that's very useful. So it might
do that.
Gain loyalty to simple-minded creatures.
Yeah.
It's a cute devil fruit for a cute girl. It doesn't really have any combat applications.
She's gonna be important.
She's an important character, but I don't see her being in combat.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
But she's kind of like training to be a warrior and shit.
Apparently we're in the Kuri district.
Yes.
There are plenty of districts in Wano. Wano is huge, apparently.
What is the Kuri district? We're just gonna assume it's like the bamboo forest.
It's like a forest where Kaido's got an operation going on. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the area in Wano.
Yep.
Alright. Possibly the summer area that we've already talked about. Otama threatens them. Alright, so we get a flashback of what happened.
Yep.
So apparently these goons were like, stealing her shit. And then she lost it and she's like
They're gonna put this little girl in the pleasure district.
Whatever that means.
Kaido's fucked up.
Kaido's men are fucked up. Kaido's also fucked up. Otama threatened them with the Kazuki clan coming back. That is illegal. They capture her.
Don't talk about the Kazuki. Don't mention the Kazuki.
Alright. Then they stashed the Sunny in a cove. Whatever, fine. The Sunny's safe.
Luffy picked up the Sunny and moved
it.
All the animals did it.
Luffy is capable. I'm just saying Luffy is capable of picking up the ship. And it's not that big of a feat. Zoro picks up an apartment building in Alabasta.
I agree.
It's not that Luffy pushes 2 apartment buildings apart in Water 7. It's not that big of a feat for him to pick up the ship.
Apartment complexes.
Yeah. So, a whole bunch of questions there. Alright, so, Luffy, Otama wants to be a female ninja. Apparently, there was a village in the mountains, but it was destroyed.
Yes.
They arrive at her house. Luffy roasts her house. Said it's shitty. And it's damp and dark. Luffy being a knob. Luffy then eats all the rice. Tengu Man appears. And Otama hasn't eaten in days. She only eats millet. By weaving hats and selling them to gain...
Which is like... cheap wheat.
Cheap wheat, right? It's a grain that grows from grass. Yes. You know that, like, little bullshit that grows in, like, grass fields? That's millet. If you were wondering. Alright, so, she's poor, Wano's fucked up, can't make money.
What's this Tango Man doing? What's his day job? What's the story?
Being a warrior of Wano.
A master.
He's very old, very short.
Kicks Luffy out of his house. How strong is this old man, Christian?
that's not for this segment.
Okay. Don't even know his name.
Don't even know his name yet, so we can't list him. That's how you avoid the power scale. We don't know your name.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Taku Man appears, she only meets, Kaido is pulling the waters. Otama drank the poison waters to save her for hunger. Themes of tradition versus industrialization already beginning.
Who would have thought,
We
Christian?
fucking called it a mile away. Alright?
Looks like Oda's going for the negative spin.
Both negative and positive.
Yes.
There are negative consequences, but there are also positive consequences. Again, giving us the ideas, not necessarily saying which ideas are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. She will no more. Alright. She will not move from her house as she is waiting for Ace to come back. And, Hawkins is here. So, this is the girl that supposedly taught Ace how to weave the hats for Oz Jr.
Ace flashback coming in quick.
We knew what would happen. Do we expect it to happen this quickly?
I'm happy it is. Get the stuff that's not related to the arc out of the way first, and then we get into the arc.
Yeah. Simple. Easy, straightforward, keeping it clean, keeping it succinct, and having that structure. Because if you got an Ace flashback in the middle of the arc, people would be like, why?
People would be like, we're about to fight Kaido and we're going to an Ace flashback. What's up? What's the deal?
I mean, people love Ace. I don't think they would be that upset by it, but, it would ruin the flow of the arc.
I'm hearing people on the internet upset about Luffy's character when he meets these animals and the goons. Apparently,
Why upset?
Apparently he's too cool.
Who's saying this?
He says, this forest is too noisy, intimidates the animals. Is this in Luffy's character? People asking the question.
Character development? Anyone heard of
know.
character development?
Because he's acting like
He's acting more mature. He's not punching the animals in the face. He tames them quietly without violence.
Similar to Shanks.
He effectively takes out the goons.
But he kicks those heads in the goons. Surely he could just conquer Haki them. When is Luffy going to use...
Range of Conqueror's Haki stretches very far.
Yes.
Alright? They're going to shoot him. He didn't... They were going to shoot him. Self-defense.
Luffy
Effectively...
Conqueror's Haki is never used for its purpose. It's always like it's a hype mechanism. When's Luffy going to use it to knock out goons?
Luffy effectively takes out these guys. He doesn't belabor the point. He doesn't use excessive violence against them. He just punches them once.
Yeah.
So, character development.
I guess. We'll see if that sticks.
Luffy acting more mature in these situations. You know what I mean?
Still a goon. Still
a goon. Still acting goofy in certain parts, but a little bit of more maturity from the man Luffy. And it's going to be very interesting what Luffy has to say about Ace. Could be a very interesting moment where Luffy talks about Ace.
Could be a big character moment.
Could be a big character moment coming up soon. Hawkins. Who would have guessed Hawkins would be in Wano? We did.
Everyone. Not a big shock.
Working for Kaido, though.
Give me a read on Killer.
Killer's there.
Is he in the cage with Kid or is he working for Kaido? My thought, Killer's a smart man.
Is Killer a smart man?
He bought the alliance together.
He did. He's a good negotiator.
Alright, so he would have thought, let me work with Kaido, get my captain out of jail.
I don't think Kaido would trust a subordinate. Where a captain
Kaido doesn't really give a fuck.
Kaido would fuck him up anyway.
But Hawkins and Luffy, people are expecting a fight. Ridiculous.
No.
Hawkins is not the type of man to have a fight.
Hawkins, smart, composed, can kind of read the future.
I don't know how Hawkins feels about Luffy, but I'd imagine that he'd be like, he's a supernova, he's a rookie pirate.
Here's how you know that there's not going to be a fight. Because he's like, don't tell this to Kaido.
Yeah.
Instant alliance, obvious alliance, it's happening. Now, will Luffy jump the gun and attack him first? just to show what Hawkins can do. You know, to show what Hawkins can do, what he's capable of, all that kind of stuff. So,
Hawkins is like, he's not the type of man to fight, and he's not the type of man to come with aggression.
No.
So why would Luffy react in an aggressive manner?
Yeah.
Unless Tengu Man not happy with Hawkins.
Because he's part of...
And instigates.
Because he's part of Kaido's crew, he knows...
Which could lead into giving us a little bit more detail about Hawkins' Delph route. Because we need that detail, eventually.
We do. Because we need the name of it.
But Hawkins, another exposition device. Look forward to it, ladies and gentlemen.
All the exposition, get it out of the way, start the arc, acceptable.
Do we think the dog and the monkey are going to be around the entire arc?
The
background?
The dog and the monkey are definitely going to be around. Alright?
We're going to get a bird?
If I looked up the Momotaro animals, I wouldn't know.
Isn't it the animals? Monkey, bird, dog?
Yeah, I don't know if that's directly related to the beast he tamed.
Okay.
But it could be. So, on to predictions, ratings, discussion.
Yeah. Christian, rating. It's
a good chapter.
It's an okay chapter.
It just triggered me in one page.
Couple of little details that are off, but Hawkins.
Yep.
Ace flashback imminent. 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 7.5. You know why? Introduced into the struggles of Wano.
Art
a little shaky.
Art shaky, especially combat systems. You know how I feel about combat art. You know how it is.
A little shaky. That one page really annoyed me, but it's a minor detail. I'm not that upset about it. Maybe it takes off half a point. 7.5.
So what? You're gonna give it an 8 and
and then that one page pissed me off.
Okay. I thought you were coming in more aggressive, more hot, and you're gonna give it like a 6.
Yeah, I know.
You came in with the fire.
I know. I felt like it felt like I was gonna give it a lower rating, but what we actually got in this chapter, very good. Exposition. We know the struggles of Wano. We know Kaido's polluting.
Yes.
Which is a theme. We know, Otama, Luffy can fight for someone.
We'll get into what the fuck this factory is and the topic of the show, because,
a lot of questions there.
A lot of questions, I don't know. Christian?
Yep.
Give me them predictions. 9/12 supposed to be hype.
9/12 supposed to be hype.
People imagining hype.
Possibility, anything could happen. Because of this secret code message.
Give me something realistic.
Realistically, we'll get Hawkins. We might get the Ace flashback. Maybe that's the code. Ace flashback. Get to see Ace again. Destroy half of Wano.
Alright. Hawkins has to move from A to B. So he won't be in next chapter.
Ace flashback. Dude, Luffy's reaction to Ace?
Maybe.
Ace flashback.
There's a few options.
What?
We got... Because I don't think we're going to Zoro anytime soon.
No.
We might have some Sanji shit. But most likely is the Ace flashback. If Oda wants to get this out of the way.
9/12, 21st anniversary of One Piece.
Okay.
You probably want something big here. Seeing Ace again, that's pretty big.
What does this Ace flashback contain?
How strong Ace was, how good Ace was.
They tried to invade Wano, but Ace was there and stopped Jack or another Calamity.
He's gonna be so broken.
He's gonna be
flashback.
Busted, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be Katakuri plus.
That's crazy.
He's going to be absolutely busted. He's going to be reconfigured
for New World Standards. Or post time skip.
Which is we want to see it because the Whitebeard Pirates the Whitebeard Pirates looking pretty shit.
But is it a retcon?
You got to judge them on who the opponents were. All right, that's my justification. Okay, they were fighting Admirals. You look bad when you fight Admirals. All right.
Would Katakuri look bad fighting an Admiral? No.
Kizaru, light beams.
Yeah, but he's got that observation haki. He looks good.
We don't know, Christian.
Let's not discuss this too much.
The excuse is that they're fighting admirals, that kind of shit, alright?
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Alright.
What else? 9/12, 9/11. Good chapter. We're going quick, 3 chapters into Wano.
We're getting far, man. I like it. I like to see it.
Otama looking forward to who her mother is. Definitely Kuina.
Yep. And Tashigi.
Definitely Tashigi.
What if this girl...
This is Ace's daughter.
Is Ace's daughter, I was going to say that. Ace's daughter, Kuina's mother.
That's too much.
What if this...
Too much.
What if this...
It's too much.
Is Zoro's sister?
Rono Otama.
What if it's Zoro's
sister? There's like a 20-year time... There's like a...
What if it's a 20...
There's like a 12-year
What if it's
age
Zoro...
gap.
But what if?
But her hair's not green.
Speaking of shit theories,
yes.
It's time to bring back a segment.
The World's Worst Theory.
The World's Worst Theory returns this week.
Let's go.
World's Worst Theory.
Now, Christian, if people weren't here at the start and don't remember what the World's Worst Theory is, you wanna...
Now.
Give them a little...
The World's Worst Theory are theories that are reaches that don't make sense. They never made sense at the time they were made. They're stupid. They're incomprehensible that they were ever made. All those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. Now, are we saying you're stupid for thinking these are true?
Yep.
Are we saying that?
Yes.
Are we saying that? I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
But, let's get into it. World's Worst Theory, Monet's tragic past. Now, you know it's a World's Worst Theory because Monet is
Dad, do you want to give credit for this theory, Christian?
Credit, I believe, the man, Alpha Too Late.
Alpha Too Late.
The debunked theorist. He was no longer on YouTube.
Okay, and coming from where? Oro Jackson?
Coming from the Oro Jackson, a transcript from the Oro Jackson forums.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to send in your retarded and dumb theories to us for us to evaluate them.
For us to roast.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Send them in.
I'll read them on the show.
You can put them on YouTube, you can email us, you know where to find all the details.
You know. I mean, to be fair, we have a lot of stupid theories here on the show. So...
What do you mean?
Am I saying we're better than anyone? Yes. That's what I'm saying with this segment.
We have the best theories on YouTube. What are you talking about?
Alright.
Kizaru.
Into the theory. The title of the theory, Monet's Tragic Past, The Sky Island, One Piece Chapter 791 and beyond. This theory takes place at the end of Dressrosa.
Okay.
Not even in Podcasted.
Alright.
The obsession with Monet in the One Piece community.
It's because she has tits.
Is crazy. It's out of control.
Is it because she has tits?
Alright, let's get into this theory. Short version.
Mm-hmm.
And it opens with an interesting tangent.
Okay.
We've all wondered about the mysterious structure that abducted Capone. What exactly is that? What is that?
That mysterious structure that... Well,
the one of the
gravity ball.
The greatest mysteries people will never find out.
This is the thing with, like... When was this? This was...
Andrews Rosa.
No, like, the showing the supernovas... Was this before... This is before the time skip?
After the time skip.
Them entering the new world.
Yeah.
Capone with the gravity ball. Arouge with the lightning island.
You're never going to find out.
You know.
You're never going to find out.
This is the things that we accept as, you know, myth.
World building. Now, let's get into it. I believe this is a sky island based on the famous, mysterious island of Lupita. Now, Lupita was a famous island in the book Gulliver's Travels.
Yes.
The inhabitants could maneuver the island in any direction using magnetic levitation, pulling things from other sources, adding it to One Piece. Fair. It's a fair. It's
you
a
could
fair.
do it.
It's a fair
it's alright
thing to do. I don't mind this part. Gulliver's interesting thing.
Just don't do it from other manga.
The bottom part of the island could be made of a material known as lodestone, a naturally occurring magnetic mineral. The island of Lupita used this magnetic material to fly with magnetic levitation.
Yes.
The magnetic material of the island pulled Capone's ship Capone's ship, since the ship has numerous metal cannons and other metallic structures on board.
Cannons aren't attached to the ship.
There's one on the front.
Okay.
And it's mostly made of stone. Alright.
Is Capone's ship actually made out of stone, or is it just like faux stone to make it look like
It's got tracks.
You know,
it has metal parts.
Very heavy materials to make a ship. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. In Gulliver's Travels, Lupita was the home of many great astronomers. Now, for people who do not know, Monet, occupation, astronomer. This is where the One Piece community lost its goddamn mind.
Okay.
Astronomer, moons, space, One Piece, all connected apparently.
You gotta connect those dots where you find them.
Even though she's dead, and she's been dead by 2 years.
Yes.
At this point, this theory's made. Alright.
Heart stabbed, mind you, and not replaced.
I believe the inhabitants of the Sky Island are the same as the Lupiners. They are great astronomers, and I bet they also discovered the 6 moons of the One Piece world. Can we stop with these moons? There's 1 moon in the sky. 1.
I'm going to assume there's 1 moon until we see other moons.
1 moon in the sky. There is 1 constellation.
Do you want to explain to people why people think there's 6 moons?
In the Robin flashback,
Clover.
Professor Clover shows this globe of the One Piece world
with celestial bodies.
With celestial bodies around it. Are these moons?
Are these satellites? People suspect they're satellites. People suspect that it's like a Galileo thing where like they think the One Piece world
is the center
of the universe, etc., etc. Continue.
The 6 moons theory is still very questionable.
Yeah.
Right, putting all your eggs in one basket here.
Based on one panel, yes.
We've also seen Monet with an astronomy book in the background. Is this from the Sky Island? Question mark. Is it? You cannot answer this question.
But what?
You can't answer this question.
Where is the connection?
Because it's an astronomy book and astronomy.
Are Skypeans known for astronomy?
Some are known for weather. Can we talk about how Monet does not have wings?
I mean, she does have wings, though.
I mean, she doesn't, because that's a law thing. She never had wings.
Yes.
Alright.
Does Nell have wings, yeah?
He used to.
Think about it.
He ripped them off.
Think about it.
Alright. I believe Monet was born on the Sky Island. And it is where the roots of astronomy came from. In Volume 77 SBS, Ono mentions that Monet had a sad past, and that she is Sugar's sister. Ono also mentioned that Doflamingo saved them from a terrible environment. Just what exactly is so terrible about this environment?
Does that make Sugar a Skypean as well?
Yes. Okay. With no wings, and apparently never talked about it.
Yep.
So, in Gulliver's Travels, the island of Lupita was controlled by a corrupt king. Lupita's tyrannical king controlled the island beneath the Sky Islands, mostly by threatening to cover, rebel religions within the island's shadow, thus blocking the sunlight and rain, or by throwing rocks at the rebels, the surface cities.
Yeah.
In extreme cases, the islands lowered onto cities below to crush them. The Sky Island was also home to many slaves in the famous story. Monet could have possibly been born to a family of slaves who had served a noble family.
I mean, there's no evidence to say that it didn't happen.
This is all just headcanon! There are no connections here! 0! But let's continue down this path. This explains the terrible environment Oda mentioned in Monet's past. Alright? Even though Monet grew up as a slave, she seemed to learn astronomy. I believe this because she was probably a slave in the house of a great astronomer. Where are the connections? Where are the connections here? You're just throwing things at a wall.
No, the funny part about this theory is, like, this is a common thing that theorists do, right?
They just connect dots.
No, but they don't. They throw their theory out. They throw the first part of the theory out there.
And then try and connect it.
And assume that it's true. And build off that assumed, like, true fact that they think is real.
Here's the thing.
And then build off that point that is fabricated off the first.
What is the first rule of a good argument? Assume you're incorrect.
Yes.
Alright? And try and prove yourself incorrect. That's how you get a good theory. Alright? Don't just assume things and then build off those assumptions to then build it again. Because you're building on a very shaky foundation.
There's no foundation here.
Yes.
There's no connection.
Even though Monet grew up as a slave, she seemed to learn astronomy. I believe this is because she was probably a slave in the house of a great astronomer. Okay. She discreetly watched and learned the ways of astronomy just by being a slave in that house.
In One Piece, right?
Yeah.
Does anyone else own slaves other than Celestial Dragons?
No. As we know, Doflamingo could travel the sky. I'm sure he's been to Monet's home island.
Okay.
So Mingo has been to this sky island. Even though he was shocked that the sky island existed from Jaya.
Yep.
When Bellamy brings the pillar, he's like,
the pillar of gold.
Sky Island does exist.
Gives him a second chance.
Yeah.
I remember when Bellamy was in Dressrosa.
But why did Doflamingo save Monet from this terrible environment?
That's a good question.
He's gonna tell us. In the SBS of Volume 77, Oda states that Doflamingo pays great attention to the environment, and that characters grow up in.
Okay.
Oda stated his after he wrote that Doflamingo saved Monet. Doflamingo probably noticed that her childhood was brutal and full of death and reminded him of his own dark childhood. Doflamingo probably noticed her astronomical talent. Is that in the literal sense? As in, she knows astronomy.
Astronomy knowledge.
Astronomical talent.
I don't know.
How would Mingo know that this child knows astronomy?
Okay.
Which is what he need to get to the moon.
Alright, why does he want to get to the moon?
Doflamingo knew he couldn't just recruit any astronomer. He needed to have / wanted an astronomer with a dark past.
What's her role? What's her role in Punk Hazard?
She's just an assistant.
What does she do?
She's an assistant.
But why isn't she working on? She's trying to get to the moon.
She's looking after bloody Caesar.
But why isn't she trying to get to the moon?
He needed an astronomer with a dark past, and Monet satisfied both of those roles. Why? Why does he need an astronomer with a dark past? Why does he need this?
He likes his characters to have edge.
He knew she'd be a perfect fit for his crew, and as a bonus, he recruited Sugar since she was the sister of Monet.
Since she was busted.
I'm sure Monet's dream involves something with space. Maybe she dreams of going to the moon, or she could even dream of going to other moons in the One Piece world. Just like Capone, the Straw Hat ship will get absorbed by the magnetism of this island. This will be the future arc, and is when Monet's past will be explained. Who cares about Monet? Why do we need to know about her past? She's not a main character.
I don't understand.
We need Monet's backstory.
Do people like Monet because she has tits?
Yes. The One Piece community is fucking crazy for Monet.
Okay.
Alright? In this arc, Monet's past specifically will be explained. Because we need that. This has also been stated that there are Sky Islands in One Piece world. So it's not that far-fetched for the Straw Hats to explore another Sky Island.
Isn't the magnetic ball like a sphere object?
Yeah, it's not even
like
that
an
big.
island? Yeah.
It's not even big. It's just a weird object.
I mean, it's big, but it's not like an
It's
island.
not, you can't put a city on it.
Yeah.
Alright, conclusions. The structure that pulled Capone's ship into the sky is a sky island based on the magnetic island of Gulliver's Travels. This might be true. It might be based on Gulliver's Travels. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Alright? The things that aren't fair are this is the island was the home of many grand astronomers, and I'm sure that is the case in the One Piece world. Monet was a slave of this island, and this is where she learned astronomy. Doflamingo saved her from this terrible environment so he could get to the moon.
What a story.
World's worst theory. What a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this theory, let us know. If you have theories, link the theories in the chat. Christian will read them. I won't read them. Christian will.
Thoughts on this theory? It's terrible.
It's just like...
It's terrible.
I don't even know where to begin. It's just like, why did...
Connecting dots.
It's just random. It's point A, point B, nothing connected to...
And it's stating absolutes as well. This happened, therefore this happened. See, when I made my theory about the Anunnaki, I was very careful to make outright statements.
Yes.
I said could. This could be an influence. Not like this did happen, therefore this other thing happened, therefore I can say that happened, so this happened.
Okay.
No. You speculate because it's a theory. It's speculative. You don't outright say this happened.
Yep.
Based off nothing.
Shall we move on, Christian?
Very entertaining segment.
Stupid theories, love them.
Alright, now for How Strong is Shanks?
Christian.
Every week, we come to you with the question, how strong is Shanks? And every week, we answer, Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Who think Dragon's the strongest. Who think Aimu is the strongest.
Please.
And they are all incorrect. Because Shanks is the strongest. And every week, I bring evidence to the table. 100% factual evidence to the table as to why Shanks is the strongest.
Indeed.
And this week, we have more evidence. Shanks is so strong that if he touched the polluted waters of Wano, he would rid the waters of all filth and evaporate all of Kaido's operations in one motion. 100% facts. Got it from the Holy Book of Shanks. If you need a source, which you shouldn't need. Because Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. On to the topic of the show.
Christian. Kaido's on Wano.
For what reason?
Why is he on Wano? And what is he doing there? What do we know so far?
Apparently, recently, the Beast Pirates have occupied the Wano country.
Yes.
And have taken over most of the country's regions. One of the country's dynamo, Kazuki Oden, was... Do we know We don't know his first name.
He has to be a Kazuki.
Yeah, he has to be part of the Kazuki clan, but that might not be his last name. The clan.
Isn't Momonosuke Kazuki Momonosuke?
Don't think that's been confirmed.
I'm pretty sure they would be... Christian, that's how clans work.
Did you get this from the One Piece wiki?
Yes. This is from the
Wow.
One Piece wiki. So take this with a grain of salt. But this is the general overview of what we know. Christian, we're going to assume that the leader of the clan has the name Kazuki.
Alright, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him this time.
One Piece wiki, too hasty on most things.
One Piece wiki is 1. RFP about 25.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the score we're keeping here.
Okay.
Alright, so Kaido and the residents, Shogun, refused to give out about the information about the true history, and he found out this time as a member of the Roger Pirates. He's a traitor.
Yeah.
He left the isolated island, all that kind of shit, to go on an adventure. This has caused Odin's son, Momonosuke, and 3 of his retainers, Kinemon, Kanjuro, and Raizo, to flee the countries towards Zou, where they could meet with 2 other, the Ming tribe, for safety reasons. Momonosuke was instructed by Kinemon to be his, Kinemon was his fake father.
Yeah.
According to Kinemon, several warriors from Wano country who are against the rule of Kaido and the Shogun have gathered together in order to have a rebellion. Kinemon also claims that the Kazuki owner's last words were to, open the borders of Wano. So, it's a recent thing. Why is Kaido here? What's his plan?
Why does he need Wano, and what is he doing on Wano, Christian?
It has to be the military might. Why else be here? Maybe he doesn't want people sticking their nose
In his business.
That's why he's here.
He has a factory in Wano
Yeah.
via this chapter, and potentially a cover story involving Caribou. Potentially. We don't know.
We don't know. How did Caribou get to Wano?
We don't know the connection, but potentially.
This can't be a devil fruit factory.
Yes, we're going to assume it's a chemical weapons factory.
It can't be a devil fruit factory because if we need the Tontara to grow the fruits, we also need the sand, which he can't produce anymore.
Yes.
So, it can't be devil fruits. Probably
Chemical weapons. Now, Frankie's goal this arc, thoughts? Too similar to Dressrosa?
Too similar to Dressrosa, and if you defeat Kaido, you kind of destroy the factories anyway.
Alright.
So, I think that's just a side thing. If you kick out Kaido, you can just destroy the factories. So, Kaido is here. I think for the military might. Maybe for the isolationists. We know he wants to start the war. Is he gathering materials? Gathering his resources together.
But here's the... He also kicked out Odin because he wanted to know the true history and he wouldn't tell him. What does Kaido want the ancient weapons for the war? These are the questions.
He probably wants the ancient weapons. I could imagine he would want that for the war.
Does he want them to shoot himself in the face with them?
I don't understand Kaido's character.
We don't really know his character yet.
We don't really know his character, but apparently he wants to start a great war so he can die in battle.
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about?
I mean, that's our assumption.
Because he's looking for a place to die. He's
trying to kill himself.
Does he want this great war so he can go out in glory?
I think so.
Why not just stroll up to Alcaino?
There's a lot of
in Marineford and start wrecking it.
This is the whole thing with his character, right? There's multiple ways to kill yourself in One Piece. Eat 2 devil fruits.
Maybe he's tried all this. Maybe that's why he's the 100 Beast Kaido.
Eat 2 devil fruits.
Maybe that's why he's the 100 Beast Kaido.
Blackbeard's the only one who has 2 devil fruits. Stated multiple times.
What if Kaido's the one that has 100 devil fruits?
Drown yourself if you had devil fruits. Okay? He could have gills.
He could be immune to that. Law immortality surgery.
That would be the only way where this suicide thing makes sense.
But it seems like he's If he had the immortality surgery, why would he just be looking for law to undo it? He clearly wants to die in battle.
Does he know law exists?
He wants to die in a great war.
Does he know law exists?
He's a warlord. This information's out there.
Okay.
Doflamingo knows about his devil fruit.
Doflamingo knows, but I imagine Mingo would keep that shit on lock, because he wants the immortality.
But Kaido already had it. If this theory is correct, which it probably isn't. So, it seems like
it could be like, because the way I think about it, the killing himself thing could be, I want to go out in a glorious fashion.
That's what I think it is.
Jumping from 10,000 meters and landing on the ground could be a glorious fashion.
That's a legend.
That's a legend of how you kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Does he want his name to ring through history via his magnificent suicide? We don't know yet how Kaido is, what Kaido's about.
Is it some sort of Viking thing? Or,
and that will we find out the exact reason why he invaded.
Is it like the samurai's greatest honor is to die in battle?
Probably.
Something to do with that? Yeah. So some honor code?
Did the Shogun sell out Mr. Oden Kazuki so that the Shogun gains the power? He disagrees with opening the borders. He disagrees with Oden. Sides with Kaido. Kaido's like, you know.
Here's the thing.
Did two sides of the political argument get Kaido involved to get rid of his political opponent?
Possible. I'm gonna throw something out here.
Yes.
Probably gonna be wrong. We know Kaido's based off a Japanese thing, right? Maybe he did something shameful, right? And we know that killing yourself is the only way to remove that shame.
Yes.
And he can't do it. So he has to live in constant shame.
Is that the debt Big Mom's talking about?
Hence the alcoholism.
What's the debt Big Mom's talking about?
Hence the depression. He did something shameful and he cannot redeem himself because he cannot kill himself.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is. Some sort of...
Is the shameful thing running away from Shanks after Marineford?
Yes. Alright? Shame. He can't undo the shame because he cannot kill himself. So he is trying to end his life in a glorious way to redeem himself from the shame.
It's also like, why don't you go to Big Mom's territory with none of your crew and see how you fare?
Because apparently he's tried that and it didn't work.
He has the most L's.
He's the master. He cannot outrun his shame.
Is it a thing where you cannot literally penetrate his skin, therefore you cannot kill him? You can defeat him by exhaustion and combat, but you can't pierce him.
You can't die.
Yes, you can't fatally wound
I think this has to do with Kaido's character.
Okay.
Because we know about the samurai code and all that kind of shit. He did something shameful in his past, and he can't atone for it.
So he's getting this. He's using Wano's isolation to keep his plans on the wrap.
So he could launch the Great War and finally kill himself.
Okay.
Because he has brought shame to his family.
I guess it makes sense. We don't know all the pieces.
I think that would be an interesting take on the traditions of Japanese culture.
Yeah.
A man so strong, so broken, that he cannot kill himself, but he is in a endless torture because of the shame he brought to his family. Or the shame he brought to his name.
Yeah.
So he wants to kill himself to redeem himself, but he can't. It's like it's a conundrum.
So is he from Wano or what? Because it seems like a cultural thing that only exists in Wano.
Well, he dresses up in Wano clothes. It's kind of based on a Dragon Oni thing. The arc takes place in a Japanese setting.
I'm beginning to think that the Oz race is from Wano.
Yeah, well,
because we have the monkey, right?
Yeah.
We have this dog.
Yeah.
Very Japanese. Oz are very much Oni.
Yeah.
Very possible that they're actually from Wano.
I think that might be what's going on with Kaido's character.
Yeah. Because
there's things that don't make sense there. Like, why does he want to kill himself?
We're assuming that Kaido's an Oz race.
Yeah.
He's not red, but whatever.
Maybe it has something to do... Because we know Zunisha is shamed to walk the earth.
Yes.
For thousands of years. What if Kaido was shamed?
You're suggesting he's 1,000 years old?
No, I'm suggesting that he was shamed and he was ordered... The only way to remove the shame... The only way to remove the shame is to kill yourself.
Rock's pirates abandoned his crew and captain.
Yeah.
Shame trying to kill himself.
But he can't.
Yes.
Which is the ultimate hell.
And Big Mum saved the crew. Dead.
The ultimate hell for a brave warrior.
Yes.
A man who has had so much shame he can't kill himself. That's my thoughts on that.
Interesting thought.
Put your comments in down below.
I'd like to see it.
I'd like to see it. Alright. The power scale.
Christian. Power scale. What the fuck is up this week?
What the fuck is up?
Give us... Who's going first? What's the story?
Pretty sure it's you.
Me.
This is getting pretty full here.
Let me just shuffle through, you know?
This is getting pretty full. You may have noticed that we are pulling out the segments.
Yeah, we'll explain what the fuck's up at the end of the show.
Sure.
Hey, let's go Cracker.
Cracker. You bring me in to the Cracker debate.
Yep, here we are.
You're sucking me into the Cracker debate right now.
I didn't see him on the list, that's what I thought.
What have you done? What have you done?
We're gonna have to make a spreadsheet, and we're gonna have to control F that shit
To find the characters.
before the show. Because it's getting a bit much.
Cracker.
But Cracker. Now, people, obviously, we're talking low high or high high here. Thoughts?
High.
My mistake.
Low high or
Low
high?
high or high.
Shit.
Let's talk about Cracker.
Is such
Let's just talk about it for a
an
minute.
interesting
Busted Devil Fruit.
Cracker's so strong.
Not busted skill Devil Fruit. Not busted Devil Fruit itself. Busted skill and mastery of the Devil Fruit.
Mastery of the Devil Fruit. Absolute mastery.
Yeah.
So, Biscuit's so strong.
So
it takes
hard
Gear 4 hits
to break them.
to break them. Now.
No, I'm a khaki coating on these biscuits. They're hard. Very hard.
A Grizzly Magnum can't break them.
Yes.
That's how strong these Crackers are.
And he can make
Defense at the wazoo.
huge.
Now, there are
Huge
weaknesses. You can dampen them. You can water them down.
Water is the major thing.
Water is the weakness. There is a weakness.
We don't know their thing against cunning attacks, but we can assume that it's about the same level.
They're very hard.
Yes.
You need a lot of power to get through that defense.
Yeah.
You could also spam the shit out of these.
For some 12 hours.
In a war scenario,
Busted.
absolute asset. Beyond belief.
Can he wrap his own family members in these suits of armor?
Surely.
Huge.
Now.
Can go for 10, 12 hours spamming these things.
Actual body durability.
Not very good. Oh,
Terrible.
here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Only hit by the Tank Man counterattack.
Gear 4 level cannonball attack.
We don't know how strong this attack is.
Sends him
One-shots him.
so far. Kilometers.
I would say this is a Leo Bazooka level of amount of damage.
Okay, that's fair.
Because Leo Bazooka sends Mingo through a whole heap of buildings, and he is indented into the side of Dressrosa.
Cracker goes through trees, he goes through mountains,
Buildings.
he goes across very far. Strong attack, no doubt about it. One shot nonetheless.
By a very potent, very strong attack
Yes.
from Luffy. Endurance, stamina-wise, 11 hours.
Good.
Was not tired. Was not eating. He was frustrated.
Was he
Not
tired?
tired.
Or am I getting tainted by the anime?
No, he was not tired. He was frustrated. He has the stamina to spam these biscuits for 11 hours.
Mental stamina, perhaps not the best.
11 hours of combat.
Okay.
Cracker, a very...
Katakuri was
Powerful.
tired after 10, 11 hours of combat.
But he's just sitting in his biscuit most of the time.
Yeah, but still.
There's things to consider. tracking Luffy, following Luffy. Very good, man.
Very good. Sword abilities, able to cut Gear 4.
Can cut Gear 4, Mingo can't cut Gear 4.
Yes.
With his broken strings.
With the pretzel rollers. Can have multiple swords, multiple arms.
I'm gonna have to say it. High tier.
You're putting him in the high tier.
High tier. Because...
It's fair. It's fair.
Yes, he gets one shot. But gets one shot by a very strong attack.
If Luffy pulled out the King Kong straight away, the fight would have been over. But
we don't know that he has an ultimate defensive move where he puts up a fucking massive royal biscuit.
Just a biscuit, just a giant biscuit.
Just a giant biscuit shield. We don't know that.
Has this intimidation factor with the homies as well. Not specifically Conquerors.
Not Conquerors.
But some kind of intimidation. Aura, as it were.
Has the speed to contend with Gear 4.
Quick.
Contend and counter.
Yes.
So, if he didn't have this weakness of low durability and endurance...
And the water thing.
And the water thing to a certain extent.
But that doesn't really affect overall. Like, when it's a something to consider. Doesn't really affect him in the grand scheme of things.
If he had more defensive, more durability, more endurance, why is it he's better than Katakuri?
Definitely.
So, high tier, cracker. Because if you think about it, he's broken.
Yeah.
Now, would I like to see Smoothie do something? Like, so we can put her...
Why bring Smoothie into this?
Because I want to see the glory of the Commanders.
Okay.
Right?
Christian Eyeball Cricker, what do you got for me?
I have... Let's think, alright? Let's think. Because there were a lot of characters on this list. But... let's bring in... a character... Alright, give me fucking 5 minutes, alright? We're back. And I have decided Cavendish.
Yes.
/ Hakuba, because that counts.
Okay.
Think about it.
What's the story with Hakuba at the moment?
Split personality.
Does he have some kind of mastery or control over it at this point? Seems like
Some
there's some
sort
kind of
of
split thing going on.
It seems like it's some sort of Hulk thing where like he can pop in and out of it.
First commander of the Luffy squadron.
First allied captain, as it were.
Yes.
So, Cavendish, swordsman. Hakuba, extremely fast.
Real fast.
Extremely fast. Counted by Robin's observation haki.
Okay. Does that speak to more Robin, or does that speak to more Cavendish?
I think it speaks to more of Robin's abilities, which I hope we will see more of.
Yeah.
So, Cavendish, swordsman, pretty good swordsman. I think where he really shines is Hakuba.
And we assume that will become his major ability.
Yeah.
At some point. Give me a read. We're talking haki, what are we talking about?
No haki that we know of.
Yes.
Some argue that he needs observation haki to operate Hakuba. It's an argument.
I mean, whatever.
But okay.
That's a take.
It's like the argument that Kizaru needs broken observation haki to control his light devil fruit. Alright. So, no haki, it's not confirmed.
Yep.
So, I have no choice to put Cavendish in the high mid tier. Stronger than Bart. No doubt. Got the speed, got the power.
Yep.
Doesn't really get damaged in Dressrosa? Does he? Not really. He just sits on the floor.
What does he do?
Like knocks out.
Does he beat?
He beats
Dillinger?
Dillinger, and he tries to attack Bart and Robin.
And then what happens after that?
Nothing.
Okay.
So
there you go.
Cavendish, not a lot to talk about, but speed, swordsman skills.
Cuts everyone in the Colosseum in almost
an instant. Very fast.
Blocked by Rebecca, though.
Shares observation haki.
Okay. And the thing is camera.
Not blocked, slightly just dodged.
Yeah.
right? Not blocked.
Cavendish
Very
fell-
big difference.
Fell asleep. Yeah.
No. So, Cavendish, high mid tier, just because no Haki.
And Bart's in there. Where's Bart?
Bart's in the mid tier.
Okay.
Now, would he beat Kiros? Yes. The speed.
Okay.
The speed.
We're
I mean,
assuming
Kiros does have all those.
we got to put Hakuba in there.
Yeah, that's why I'm
We're
including
talking about
Hakuba.
Hakuba.
Cavendish / Hakuba.
What's the deal with Hakuba? Like, what are we talking about here?
It's a split personality at this point. Like, who the fuck knows?
Some magic?
Is it he can't control the Mihawk guys? No.
Okay.
Alright. No.
This is the thing. It's like, there's some weird rule breaking
No, it's a
and a
split.
few characters in One Piece that we don't know what the fuck's up. It could relate to the third pillar of One Piece, which could be Soul.
Which we talk about a lot here.
So, here we are.
I think Hakuba. No, I think he's on the low end of the high mid tier.
Yeah.
I think he beats Kiros. I mean, he probably beats Pedro.
Okay.
Because no Haki confirmed for Pedro. So he's on the lower end of the high mid tier. Hakuba / Cavendish. Stronger than Bart, because he's the first commander, he's got speed, got all those kinds of things.
So just, again, where did you put him?
High mid.
High, mid.
Under Smoker.
Okay. Question corner.
Question.
Two questions this week, Christian.
Not that many questions.
Come on, send any questions, alright? I get it. One has started, not much is happening, but whatever, we're here.
We need questions. Send in your theories, because they're fun. Always fun. From our man, Andre.
Always here.
Always here, always a supporter of the show. Would you like to see a training time skip in Wano for all the Straw Hats? Yes, but is there time? No, you know what? No. Because I haven't seen what the Straw Hats can do after the first time skip.
True.
Alright, I need to know what they do first, and then we can have a time skip.
Timeline things start to come into question, like the Reverie, we got to see the end of that, etc., etc. I would like to see another training arc with my man Shanks. So not in Wano
Not specifically in Wano. After Wano. I think after Wano is fair.
After Wano, we can have...
Because we need to see the Straw Hats go all out. Otherwise, there's no point in
we can go to Shanks after Wano, train with him while the Reverie's going on.
Yeah.
There we go.
From Silvers, friend of the show.
Go check out his channel.
What East Blue villain do you think could have done better in the Grand Line in terms of story? It's gonna be Arlong, right?
Arlong has the most potential. He's kind of a fucking chump, though.
In terms of story, what does he mean by that? He's talking about should this character have been in the New World? I don't know what he means by...
Grand Line. I'm not sure the specifics of the question, but... Because we know Don Creed went to the Grand Line and got fucked up.
By Mihawk.
Yes. Still though, fucking goon.
Fucking goon. I think the strongest, surely.
Talking about Grand Line villains.
Yeah.
Who's beating Don Creed? Is any member of the Baroque works apart from 1 and 2 beating Don Creed?
I think Miss Doublefinger can get it done. Bob Clay can get it done.
I said Mr. 1 and 2.
Doublefinger could get it done.
Okay.
I believe she could get it done. I mean, it's like the other ones just have goon tactics, and it's just goon tactics against
what about
goon tactics. Arlong. No, again, yeah. Arlong's stronger than Don Krieg, so I think Arlong does the best in the Grand Line.
What's the last villain before they enter the Grand Line?
Smoker. Technically.
Okay.
But he's not, he's in the Grand Line, so that doesn't really count. So I'm going to say Arlong.
Okay.
Your answer?
Gonna have to agree.
Arlong.
Unless you want to count Mihawk.
Not really
Which is a
villain.
dumb answer, but there we go.
Alright. And that's the show.
Interesting show this week, Christian. You know, we're at the start of an arc. People aren't really interested in One Piece at the moment.
It's kind of in a
I want to get to Wano. Let's get to Wano. We're supposed to be in Wano in August. And
people thought a war was going to already be happening. But they forgot this is a story.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Look forward to 9/12.
12, apparently you secret
apparently a big deal.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
Structures of the show. Here we go. We've noticed an issue with our content, Christian, at the fact that for people to catch up to episode 30,
we'll watch a lot of content.
It's like 60 hours of content, minimum.
Yeah.
So we will break out the power scale. How strong is Shanks? Question corner and topic of the show. We're going to leave the chapter reviews in alone because I don't know if they're reviewable content.
That's true, yeah.
So we're going to break those out into their own playlists so you can remind yourself about the theories. About Rayleigh being in
factual
high tiers.
Evidence.
You can remind yourself about why characters are in specific power tiers. You can remind yourself about questions you've asked. And you can catch up on the show, you know?
And to be perfectly honest, we're trying to gimp the YouTube algorithms.
Yes.
Because guess what? We put out quality content and YouTube doesn't reward that. YouTube rewards daily 10-minute content and we don't do that.
And so we'll release the podcast when it's usually uploaded Wednesday mornings for us.
And you'll get daily segmented broken up.
And then you'll get, whatever the order is, the power scale.
We still have to work that shit out.
Etc. Look forward to an onslaught of videos on the channel. Might get annoying for you. I apologize for all the people.
But we have all this great content and no one's watching it, so we have to get it out there.
And we kind of have to remind ourselves of what we said beforehand as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So,
it's for you guys out there if you want to review some stuff. If you want to go back and listen to some stuff.
Why is Arlong there? Why is Anel there?
It's also for us. Because we need to grow the channel and this is the way to do it.
Hopefully.
We're
trying.
We're
trying out here.
Alright.
Look forward to guests. New guest every month at the start of the month.
Yep.
We're trying to get new people on. Branch the horizons a little bit. We could always go back to the well.
That's true.
We're trying to get everyone from different perspectives.
That's true.
Streams. Thursday mornings for us, 10 a.m.
Are you doing it this week?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a point to do it. We're going to do it.
Okay.
If you want to be in the streams, Discord. Should be in the description of this video.
Yep. Join
that Discord.
Yep.
Sit there and wait.
Yep.
Is the Discord set up appropriately for a YouTube channel? No, it isn't. There's 2 channels. Alright? General and stream. Stream usually locked to 6, 7, 8 people. Depends on what I feel like.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about predictions. We're going to talk about Wano. Christian might get involved.
Probably not.
Christian will get involved. So look forward to the content. Rate the video. Subscribe to the video.
Yep.
Like the video. Share the video. You can watch it on SoundCloud. People watching the episodes on SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud?
Starting to pick up a little bit, which is good.
Nice.
Comment on the YouTube video.
We need your questions.
We want your questions here. Because then we have like a 10-minute segment on the question corner.
Not even, like 2.
Alright, so send in the questions that you want us to answer.
Yeah.
Where are you, Vimish? Where are you, Rose?
Right, where is Rose? I haven't seen him all.
Where is Return the Slab?
Yeah, he had an off week, alright? Leave him alone.
Come back to us, boys. Just let us know that you're still there.
Yeah.
And with that, Christian, good night.
Shanks is the God King.
Indeed.